Hey, it's Brett and Coach here, and I'm in Doha, but just the airport, and we're gonna head to Singapore. Let's figure out where we actually have to go since we left the plane. So directly after security, which was super easy, it's all of this. So a little bit of an unprecedented turn of events for Brett and Coach. We actually bought lounge access hoping we can shower. So that is where we're heading to next, and our gate should be nearby too. In the lounge now. Brian's in the shower. I should be next.
Lounge shower was very nice and refreshing, much needed.
Very quick lounge experience, mainly for the shower. Grabbed a bite to eat, food was fine, got some drinks. Now we're off to the gate. Feels really good just to be a little bit closer to refreshed, especially after a 14-hour plane ride to jump on another 8-hour plane ride. This one we can sleep on to get to Singapore. But now to actually find the gate because we board in about 30 minutes. I am trying to do the sandwich index. I have yet to see a grab-and-go sandwich or similar place. I'm working on it.
This is the sandwich index.
For our very quick sandwich index, we're not able to buy them. I ran and looked at a cafe. The 3 different sandwich options were about 47 to 50 Rial, which we believe is in about the $13 range. They looked solid, can't say about taste. Price slightly a little higher, but it isn't a grab-and-go sandwich. It is a little bit more of a cafe sandwich, so I think that's the closest we're gonna get.
This concludes the sandwich index.
We made it to the gate with 3 minutes to spare until boarding, so I'm going to say that's pretty good for not knowing where we were going. What they do is they check you outside of the gate, and to get into even the gate, they scan and look at your passporting stuff and tickets, and then they kind of herd you into zones, and that's how you board. Interesting way. Hopefully that makes boarding go by really quick, which should start fairly soon. We somehow ended up zone 1 for boarding. We don't know if it's because we're in the very back or not, but hey, I'll take it. So far, it has been pretty much the exact same seat and general experience as the previous plane. It's maybe a little bit more cramped because we are in a 3-seater configuration. I believe the center still does have 4, but I think the seat itself is a little bit thinner and just slightly more cramped overall. The plug is now on the seat in front instead of underneath your seat. The air and lights are slightly different too.
Got the same amenity kit from the previous Qatar flight, as well as the same bag and safety card, but this one dirtier.
Thankfully, we should sleep most of this flight. Even though it is way more cramped, it might be harder to do so, just because when we land in Singapore, it will be early to mid-morning, so think 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and we should hit the ground running and start our day there. We are definitely cutting it close for an on-time departure. Let's see if we are leaving in less than 2 minutes when we haven't even pushed back from the gate.
Just a few moments later, we did push back from the gate. The cabin did get dimmed for takeoff, and it was pretty soon our turn to hit the runway and take to the skies.
So I had a nap for about 5-6 hours in and out of sleep. Slept through the first meal service. So when the second one came around, first of all, dropped my phone in between the seat for over an hour. So I couldn't film second meal service, but it was just one of those sandwich things like on the previous flight. But then the crew offered actually to go give me the first meal or even a second sandwich thing, which I did turn down, but I thought it was very friendly. Just not super hungry because it was middle of the night and a snack is perfectly fine. About 2 hours until we land. Very turbulent flight. staff is told to sit down for a handful of minutes, and the seatbelt sign is on repeatedly. But this flight has been very fast, mainly because, well, when I sleep the whole time, the AC isn't as good, so it's a little hot in here. So hot plus cramped isn't the best combination. But very happy to get into Singapore relatively soon. Just very stressed out with dropping my phone and mic down the seat. I basically couldn't reach it, so I had to get on the floor during turbulence and just try to grab it for like 5 minutes. Very relieved to have it back, and I can actually film stuff too. I also really appreciate their sunrise and sunset lighting. Very much helps with getting sleep patterns and general timing for time zones. Makes all my videos look a little peachy though. Could be worse colors they could be. But since both of these flights were more red-eye based flights, can't open up the window. It's so tight underneath the seat with my backpack that whenever I have to dig for anything in my backpack, that's a whole journey within itself. So looking for a phone charger or a glasses case, not a chance. So we are about to start our final descent. We are actually closing up everything a little bit early just because we're expecting a little bit of turbulence. So that'll be fun. Even more turbulence on this flight. There's only 1 or 2 moments that I was like, whoa, okay, this is some turbulence. Other than that, yeah, some here and there. Enjoyable flight, a little bit cramped. Wish I slept a little bit more. But when you're crunched into a window seat with your partner in the aisle, kind of hard not to be. But looking forward to getting on the ground in Singapore.
And it was really nice that the sun did come up, or well, we met the daytime, just because we could finally look out the window and see everything that was down below, and gave a really nice pace to the flight because it was finally another activity besides sleeping and watching TV.
Little bit of turbulence for sure. Makes it fun though. So we are now heading into Singapore on final descent. Hopefully it'll be a quiet rest of the flight like it has been. But this has been Brett and Coach. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below what airline I should fly next, as well as hit subscribe. But otherwise I will see you next time in Coach, as well as exploring Singapore.